Hi everyone, I'm Joe.
And I'm Chloe.
Welcome to our new YouTube. Hi everyone, my name's Joe.
My name's Chloe.
Welcome to our new YouTube channel. It's called The Moochers. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to Thailand in a few weeks, and after that, we're meant to be going to Australia. So we have a visa for Australia, but problem is, obviously, with everything going on, we can't go for a while. So our plan is to go to Thailand, explore, and yeah, take you with us. So please subscribe to our channel. It's brand new, so any support will be brilliant. Like our video, and also if you've got any recommendations, anything you want us to do, please comment.
The reason that we're making this video is because it's a little bit more difficult than it used to be to enter Thailand, especially for the amount of time that we're going to be there for. So we're applying for an STV visa, which is a special tourist visa. It allows you to stay there for 90 days, and you can extend that 2 times, so I think that's 270 days in total,
Yeah.
9 months that you can be there in Thailand altogether. The reason for making this video is because we did run into a few kind of troubles in finding the correct information. It can all be a bit confusing because there is a lot of paperwork to fill out now. There's a lot of documents that you need to have, and it can be a little confusing when you're filling them out, so we thought we'd make this video and just make it all a bit easier for everyone. So the very first thing you need to do is go onto the website www.thaivisa.go.th. Once you're on that website, you need to make your own account, and the first thing it'll ask you is what is your purpose of visit. Now for us, the option we chose was duration of no longer than 90 days, which is the option for the STV visa. There is other options for tourists, such as your 30-day stay or your 60-day stay if you weren't looking to go for as long as what we are, but you will have to select a different option if that's the one that you're doing.
Yeah, so we're going to, like I say, we're going to focus on the STV visa and everything you need for that. So now we're just going to quickly go through the documents you need, what we've done, and also other options as well. So the first thing you're going to need are your flights. So you need to prove that you've got your flights booked. So there are only a select companies that actually fly into Thailand directly to Bangkok. There are a few that fly directly to Phuket if you wanted to do your quarantine there. But we've actually flown with Etihad, so that's who we've decided. All the reviews, we've flown with them before, they're great, so we chose them.
And the next document that you'll need for the e-visa is proof of your ASQ stay. Your ASQ stay is your 15 nights, 16 days of quarantine once you get to Thailand. Your hotel has to be government certified as a ASQ hotel, and you need to provide your proof of payment for that, and also your confirmation, which if you're in contact with your hotel, we was in contact with them through email, we received all of that and was able to download them documents as a PDF. What you might also need, we uploaded both because we wasn't sure. You are required to have 14 days accommodation booked after your quarantine period. And we're staying in Phuket after that, so we also uploaded our information for our villa that we'll be staying in 14 days after the quarantine.
Yeah, and with the ASQ hotel, looking for them, it used to be quite expensive, but now there's more and more hotels doing it, so we managed to find quite a reasonable price. So we're staying at Hotel de Trojan. It costs 32,000 baht. which is about £780 English. It comes with all your PCR tests, like a health check when you get there, 3 meals a day, Wi-Fi. So we had a look quickly online. Also, there's a really good Facebook group called Alternative State Quarantine for Thailand, and all the hotels post the information on there, so you can actually have a look at the pictures and the reviews. And we are going to do a separate video when we're there reviewing the ASQ, so tune into that one and we can tell you everything about it, the pros and cons. So the next thing that you need to add will be a scanned copy of your passport. Make sure it's in colour, make sure it's really clear, because when you actually upload it, it automatically puts the information underneath for you. So if it's fuzzy or in black and white or not very good quality, you might have a few issues. You might get your visa sent back saying that you need to send us a proper copy. So it's definitely worth just making sure you've got a decent copy of that. Make sure as well that you've got a recent photo of yourself uploaded. So it has to be within the last 6 months, just a clear photo. So they like to have a copy of that as well, so just make sure you've got that uploaded.
Another thing that you will need when applying for your visa is your medical insurance. Your medical insurance needs to cover any issues that may be caused due to the pandemic that's going on at the moment. It needs to cover 100,000 US dollars. Without that kind of insurance, you won't be able to get into Thailand. We got our insurance from someone called MrPrekan.com. We saw it recommended on quite a few blogs, and it gives you a really good price. It does like the price comparisons, and we got a deal of £120 per insurance, so it would have been £240 altogether.
That covers 3 months. That covers our 3 months there. You can do it for 6 or 9 months if you know you're going to be there for 9 months. So because of our situation, we might not. We might be 3 months and have to leave, but we could be 6 or 9. So we're going to take it as it comes like that.
Also, when you're applying for your e-visa, it will ask you to download a declaration form on the website. So download that declaration form, and you need that to have your name on it, the date in which you downloaded it, and also an e-signature on there as well.
And then the final bit is your payment. So it costs around £60 English per application. So and then once you've paid and you've completed your application, you'll end up getting a document through saying it's all confirmed. Also, you'll get a document with your receipt of payment. So Chloe's came up straight away on her application, so she could download it. For some reason, mine didn't. So there's actually a little window on the right-hand side of your application where it says confirming the status, and you can literally press it and download them documents. So make sure that you've downloaded them and printed them out.
So the proof of payment of your visa and the confirmation of your visa, both documents need to be put in an envelope along with your passport, and you need to send both of these items off to your local Thai embassy. Make sure that both ways, so for on the way there and your envelope that you put inside for that passport to come back to you, is done with special delivery. You just want this because obviously your passport is a really important document and you want to know where it is at all times, and you can track that process then. Also on the visa website, you're also able to track your application, so you can see when the embassy has received your application, and you'll see whether they've approved that application as well, and then you'll get your passport returned to you.
Yeah, it costs about £14 to get that done.
For the special delivery service.
Yeah, so that's it. So once you've then sent that off, then it's just a waiting game. It says 5 to 10 working days. We've heard it's quicker, we've heard it could be a bit longer because of everything going on, so we just don't know. So as soon as we get it back, you'll be the first to know.
Hello, welcome back. So it's a few days later now, and we have received our passports back in the post from the London Thai embassy, and we have our approved visas stamped inside of this as well.
Good stuff. So yeah, it took actually 5 working days from when we applied for the visa until when we got it back again in the post. Over the weekend it would have been 7 days. Basically, within that 5 working days, we got an email asking us to send confirmation of the full 3 months where our visa goes on. The STV's 3 months. So we went on booking.com, we booked a couple more accommodation with free cancellations, so we can change our mind. And then we put that in an email, I sent that back. They basically replied straight away saying they received it, and then they were sending the visa and the passport back.
So, now that you've got your visa, you want to apply for your CoE, which is your Certificate of Entry. You need to go onto www.coethailand.mfa.go.th to do this. And we'll put the link below, just here, and we'll also put it in the description of our video as well. Once you're on that page, you need to put in your place of origin, your local embassy, and what kind of visa you're applying for. So in our case, that would be a special tourist visa. Okay, so then you want to press register. Once you've done that, fill in all of your personal information, so that's your name, your phone number, your email address. Make sure that your email address is 100% right, because that's how they'll contact you if they need any extra documents or anything like that. And then you'll come to a section where it says enter your overseas accommodation, so your accommodation in Thailand. This means your accommodation after your ASQ stay. So don't put your ASQ hotel in there, put what booking you've got and what address you've got for after that 2-week quarantine period. And then you get to the section where it asks you to attach documents. The first thing it'll ask you to attach is your passport. And then this can be also a little bit confusing because it's not too clear, but they also want you to put on a picture of yourself along with your passport. So there's 2 documents to upload there. And make sure as well that you do upload them. So there's a little arrow on the picture bit that you've uploaded. Make sure you press that and upload it, or else they won't receive that.
Okay, so the next section is further considerations. So there's a number of documents that you need to upload in order to get your CoE. So the first thing you need is your confirmation of your ASQ. So not just the confirmation of the reservation, also the paid document to show that you pay for the accommodation as well. Next, you'll need to scan your visa for your passport. So make sure it's a coloured, really clear picture that you've scanned on, and you upload that onto that. The next thing you'll need are your flights, so the confirmation of your flights and also your tickets. So we uploaded both just to be safe. And finally, we added our accommodation after the ASQ, so that's just the reservation there. And again, make sure you press the little download button on each document, or if you do save it at the end, you'll lose that, so it's really important you do that.
Okay, the next thing that you'll need to do is you'll come to a section that asks you to upload your medical insurance. So make sure that is the correct medical insurance. There's a lot of advice about it online, but it needs to cover $100,000 for anything that could be to do with the global pandemic that's going on at the moment. Press save. Once you've done all that, obviously check over everything first. Make sure that none of your passport details are wrong, for example, and you've made sure you've uploaded everything correctly. Press the acknowledgement button, and then you can save that document, and you will get a 6-digit code. We took a picture of that page, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Just so that we had that 6-digit code, but you'll also get it emailed to you by your local embassy as well. Okay, the next thing is that you'll get an email telling you whether your application has been accepted by your embassy or whether you might need to upload some additional information. Ours was accepted straight away, and you have 15 days from this point to upload some further information. This information is basically just your flight details. It's about where you're transiting, what time you'll arrive in the country, what date you'll arrive in the country. It's just some extra bits of information like that. It feels like you're kind of rehashing information that you've already put in before, but yeah, it didn't take long at all. And then yeah, we saved that, sent that off to them, and the whole process for our CoE was super quick. It was really good. It literally took 4 hours. We received our CoE the same night that we applied for it, so it was great because on our Thai London embassy it told us that it could take 1 to 3 days. Literally took 4 hours.
Yeah, and then so with the visa and the CoE, basically within 6 working days we had everything complete. So we were told it could take, you know, numerous, up to a month, but our experience was super quick, really efficient. So if you're in the UK, the London embassy's been brilliant. So once you have actually got this CoE, you get a PDF document. Make sure it's printed off because you need to show that pretty much every stopping point in your travels into Thailand.
So now you pretty much have everything that you need to be able to enter Thailand. There are just a couple more documents that you won't be able to apply for until 72 hours before the flight. So that would be your PCR test, your Fit to Fly certificate, and something called a T8 form as well. It's just like a health declaration form really. There is also another document that you will need to enter Thailand, and you can find that on your local Thai embassy's website. It's just a general declaration form. I think it's just to generally track your movements when you are in their country. We downloaded that as a PDF off our Thai embassy's website, and then we printed that out and we just filled it out by hand, one for each person. Okay, and that's pretty much all the information that you could need on how to enter Thailand during the pandemic. Our next video will be about going to get our PCR test, what that process was like, and then we will be taking you to the airport with us and all the way to Bangkok.
Yeah, so hopefully you can stick with us there. We'll show you the processes of been travelling through a pandemic and what it's all about. And we know this first video isn't exciting, beautiful beaches of Thailand, but we really wanted to do this first video with a lot of information because it's stuff we struggle to find.
Yeah.
So we promise it'll get more exciting, there'll be a lot more to see, a lot more to do. So please like, please subscribe. Please give us any comments, any recommendations, anything you'd like us more to talk about, on more videos that you want us to create as well. So yeah, thank you very much.
We really hope that this video was helpful to someone, and we'll see you in our next vlog.
Bye bye.
Bye.